October 1999. Peter is strutting into the office like he owns it. After all, he's driving results and revenues. So, of course, he expects that the one-on-one he has with his leader that morning is about his upcoming promotion. What his leader tells him is this: Peter, you're the hardest person I've ever had to manage. It's like a dagger to the heart. He leaves the meeting hurt and confused, thinking, wait, my job is to drive results. Doesn't that mean rattling cages and testing limits? What Peter hears that day is this: you're not valued. You don't belong. You're too much. But he doesn't get why. So he keeps doing what he's always done. Things like, if his job description was in the shape of a square, he'd turn it into a circle or a triangle. In chasing after goals, he'd steamroll over other people and their ideas. And he was always trying to prove he was the smartest person in the room. So no surprise he runs into resistance. And he's frustrated because all he's trying to do is to get people to join him on the ride of a lifetime. Peter is a modern badass. They go 80 in a 45-mile-an-hour zone without checking to see if people are strapped in. They are well-meaning bulls in china shops. They don't mean to break all the dishes, although a lot of them are ugly. They're often called brilliant jerks. Too much, too colorful, too bold, too brash. Live examples of badasses: Steve Jobs, Thomas Edison, Gloria Steinem, Malala Yousafzai. You don't have to like them personally to recognize their impact on all of us. So we know about these badasses. I worry about the ones we'll never meet, either because they've been sidelined or they didn't know how to get out of their own way. What gift to society do we not benefit from because we'll never know them? So how do we help them? What lenses have to be changed so that we see them as valued and not nuisances? I'll share with you 3 things Peter did that all badasses can do too. First, he owned his modern badass persona. He steps into the role of being a badass. He is a change agent for the good. He is not a troll. Second, he's clear about what the goals are and what his values are, instead of assuming that people can read minds. He clearly describes the goal as well as how everyone benefits from it. And because he never shared his values before, everyone just thought he was a dude that flew off the handle. So now he's clear about how his values align with the goal, and he invites people to share their values too. Lastly, he's learned that vulnerability is not a dirty word. He tried so hard to have all the answers all the time, and pretending to be invulnerable was like an oversized fig leaf. Everyone knew, and it wasn't believable. So now he stops being Superman and he's Clark Kent. He asks for help because he knows people will give it, especially when they know how their values align with the goal. So these 3 things have helped Peter shift how he engages with other people without losing himself in the process. The trick is for badasses to know what drives them and then share that. So what do people say about Peter now? They say, what did you do to him? He's totally different. How did you tame him? But if you were to ask what's changed about Peter, nothing's changed. Still goes 80, still is wildly creative. So the opportunities that are available for Peter now is that he is sought out for his opinion. Senior level roles are available to him, things that weren't in the cards for him before. In other words, he's gone from too much to just right. Thank you.